here with a crazy farmer, of course. A little swing set and playground. It's cool. Although, I mean, I guess he's trying to just use the space, but I kind of bummed that it's so cramped and awkwardly laid out here. Again, more of these like picnic areas, which are cool. I really like to see those kind of, always I think adds a little bit of believability to parks when you have these little picnic areas. I mean, if you look at any real parks, they all have big areas full of tables and chairs with umbrellas, and I think a lot of people in RCT kind of don't realize that, so they really lack actual places to sit for your guests, and it's cool to see next to the river here that you have some of these nice seating areas. And you have the amazing maze. Yes. Quite the standard pun, I guess. Another cool little area here. I guess it gives a view of the coaster, although, I mean, kind of just looking at the sports, I guess, but, I hope they were listening to all of our advertising campaigns. Oh, well. I actually really like how he has these backstage areas where you could fit them. Kind of adds a sense of realism to the park. And just having, buildings just by themselves. So yeah, this has been Maxwell's Electric Fields. I don't know where I would rate this park. I think I'd give it a 55. Again, I don't know if this is just me, but I always have a hard time giving a park on a scenario over like a 50 or over like a 60. I mean, rating just because of the type of scenario, and it's not like a full-sized park. And most of the time, I'm not really taking it seriously as full-on releases and projects are. So I don't know. I mean, it's nice, and I'd like to see this, but I don't know. I'd almost rather these park makers spend their times making like their own custom parks rather than just trying to fill the scenario. Things will be more interesting. Yes, rating out of 100, so 55 out of 100 would be about bronze level for new element accolades. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, this has been Maxwell's Electric Fields again. I posted the link to this park on Reddit, and you can also find a new element just by going to the parks page and then looking at the newest releases. So yeah, I think for now, I think this will conclude our reviews. I'm trying to think of everything else to say. I know these are both the parks we talked about were electric fields parks, but I feel like it's really hard to compare the two. Even though they're made based on the same map and made with the same objects and stuff like that. But I don't know. They're so different. They're the same thing, but at the same time they're so different. So I have a hard time really comparing them, saying which one I like better. I think I like
this one, in terms of layout more, and the coasters are better. I think the architecture might be a little bit more interesting, but the other one, I think, had a more interesting ride design, and the flat rides and the individual rides themselves seemed a little bit more interesting. So, and I liked how, again, I really liked how the other park had like the black palette on the outside. That was really cool. You don't really see that much on these scenario parks, but I think it really helps you concentrate on the park itself. It makes the overview look a lot nicer than just, looking at this and seeing what's open space and, wondering why there's nothing there. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I think we're gonna